What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. Gonna break down this John Mayer lesson right now with the John Mayer signature Silver Sky from PRS. It's a beautiful guitar. American Musical Supply stocks the latest and greatest gear from today's top brands. Everything you need for a beginner or a seasoned professional. They also have the best financing deals, 0% financing, and you don't have to get a new credit card to do it. They have payment plans between 3 and 18 months. You're pre-approved on 3 and 5 month payment plans with no credit check. They provide fast and free shipping. In fact, they can get most of their gear to you in 1 or 2 days. They also have over 30 years of award-winning customer service. We all know how important that is. All you have to do is check out the link in the description box. All right, I'm going to start with just the basic structure, like with easy chords, and then expand upon it. So even if you're a beginner, you could play this song in an easy way with easy chords. So it's A minor to D, and then G, and then C. And then there's a little walk down. So C, and you call that G over B, but it's really just, you're hitting that 2nd fret A string while you're still holding that there. Now on the second time, it's G, no C, G, A minor. And so that's in that intro. But for the most part, the song's going A minor, D, G, C, dun, dun, dun. It just keeps doing that. Dun, 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 dun. But when he uses the lyric New Light, it holds that G. G again. That's a little breakup point there. And then another thing in what we'd call the verses, before it goes what we would consider the chorus, it's A minor, D, G, and then instead of C, it's a B, B. And I'm playing a B major, which is barred across the 2nd fret, ring finger on the 4th fret, D, G, B. But if you were a beginner, that's kind of a hard chord. So you could play B7, and it's going to work the same way. So that's it for the kind of beginner structure. Rhythm guitar, there's some great little percussive single note lines going on, but let's expand upon those easy chords first. A minor bar chord, D major. Now the guitar's not playing a full-on like G bar chord, but you're definitely hearing what are called major 7 chords. So you could play this G major 7 instead of G. And so think of it this way: index is on the root, 3rd fret E, and then this looks like kind of like a little A minor shape, but scooted back. So it's 4th fret D, pinky, 4th fret G, and then 3rd fret B with the middle finger, and my palm's just muting that high E, and my index is muting the A. So you get that. So you have A minor, D major, G major 7, which adds a flavor. Now if you just played a G major bar chord, you could totally do that. But you can substitute it with this chord, which is a little, a little fancier. Then, for sure, you're hearing a C major 7 on the C chord, not a full, Now, you're always going to be able to play a regular C major, but here's the voicing I'm playing for this. And so I'm barring across the 3rd fret, and then I've got 5th fret D, 4th fret G, 5th fret B. So all right, so now I'm going to go to the 2nd position, which gives you this, And the other thing is, if you're we're going to go on the D string here. So So I'm using palm muting with my right palm, and this is the one in the beginning of the song, and for most of the song, this line is going on underneath it with that percussive palm muting, second position if you have a Strat or the John Mayer guitar, and we're going like this. It's a G major scale, so it's like 5, 4, 2, 0, and we're going. And then finally, bum, bum, 5, 4, 5, 4, 2, 0, 5, 4, 2, 0, 5, 4, 2, 0, 5, 4. So if I loop the rhythm and then play that part, you'll hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That line goes throughout most of the song, but when you have the part that's A minor, D, G, B, you got to watch for that part. And then also See You in a New Light during the chorus, like the end of the chorus, it holds on that G. So you're going to cut that lick out right there as well. So that gets you through most of the, kind of like the first half of the song. Then another percussive single note line is added, and it's very Thriller, Michael Jackson sounding. So once again, that second position, and it's a little different throughout the song. So when it first comes in, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it starts once again, palm muting, but not also to get that. It's when you relax your left fingers. And if you look at live footage, he's doing that the whole time, and he's squeezing down when he wants it to kind of percolate. So if I did let's see again. Now the next time through the form, he spices it up. So just look, when I relax that left finger. So you kind of feel the strings vibrating under your left fingers there. So now we have, which is just, the little whole step thing, 7 and 5 on the D. And then the same thing between the 4 and the 5. 5, 5, 4, 5. So. Funky 80s bridge, woo! Once again, the structure is easy. It's a G. I mean, that's not where we're going to be playing, but underneath, you got G, C, and then E, or E minor, you know, and then D. But while that structure is moving, the bass, you know, is going through those changes, the guitar is doing this great little kind of triad-y, super funky thing. And it all fits in the key, but it's like they're like slash chords, basically. You're thinking of it as like a D major triad up here. Now, I saw him do it live in a different position, but I'm hearing this. 11th fret G, and then 10th fret B. That's really mostly it, but you could also get the, you know, it's the triad. 12, 11, 10, and 10 on the high E. I'm really thinking of these two mostly. And then I'm adding what now I think of as kind of a piece of a G major triad, which is just 12th fret, G, and B. Now I'm kind of focusing on the G and B string and letting my index finger help kind of mute the high E, especially on that second chord. That kind of thing. And then, you know, thumb's kind of muting over the lower strings here, because you're definitely getting that 16th note, and then underneath it, you're squeezing on the. So. So if I'm thinking of that as D major to G major triads, I saw him do it live, and he actually played these two, it looked like to me, the D major triad here, and then the G major triad here, just as mixing it up. And there was more than one guitar player, but that sounds very similar, like. You know, same notes and everything, so check that out. Now, let us go to the solo. All right, so we're in this 12th fret position. You can think of it as the A minor scale, or even plug in the A minor pentatonic with the root on the A string, and then we got a few half steps. So we're gonna go 14 G, 12 on B to 13. So then I'm going 14th fret D to 11 G. So. And then we're doing a half step bend on the B, 12th fret, to natural. And then middle finger on the B for this, really probably my favorite part of it. So you're hitting that 13B, and then 2 whole step bends on the G14. Then you hear it go natural. One more time slow. Starts the same. So that's the same, but then we hop over to the D string and hammer 14 to 12. And then we're going to do 2 bends on that 14th fret G string. So that last bend So you're bending a whole step on the 14 and coming back down, and then releasing to 12 of that G. Bend it up again a whole step on that 14. All right, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and once again, link in the description for you to be able to sign up and win this beautiful guitar. Also, sign the AMS newsletter for promotions, deals on gear, and just latest news. Thanks again to American Musical Supply and PRS for this awesome opportunity. Hope to see you again real soon.